Alright, that doesn't work. Huh. That's weird. Alright. I guess I have to fix that.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Yes, that works. I thought I got rid of that. Huh. Guess not. Yeah, well.
Wake up! Time to
I was gonna say, I originally deleted that. Let's see.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
There we go. Okay, we are good for and there's Chris. Oh, hey, no, no, Xbox, no. Bad Xbox.
Okay.
Xbox literally started, Skype literally started connecting on Xbox. It's like, no. It's like,
Yeah.
no. Bad Xbox. No.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to have much high register because allergies have sucked.
All right, well, it's all good.
You know what I mean, right?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, just talk real quick.
Okay, so apparently the new Skype isn't that bad.
Yay! It still sucks.
No, I mean, like, I can actually use voice meter. Like, you can actually hear, like... If I can see it, then I can...
Wait, keep going. No, keep going, because if it...
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Why is it so low?
You have it... No, it's not...
Stupid! You're so stupid!
It's not low.
Oh,
it's not low on my end. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, okay, so I have it so if you're talking, I hear you more than the music. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Shit. All right.
Because it wasn't going to do that, I was going to use OBS, but I wouldn't know how to use it, so.
Well, good news. You have, now you have a soundboard.
Yeah.
So,
Yamana.
okay, so...
Nova.
No. I'm not even going to give Nova the time of day, because I got 2 words for you. Notre Dame.
No, you still got to give Nova the time of day.
Well, you got to listen to the intro. Trust me, I gave him the time of day.
I know exactly what it is, but you still got to give Nova the time of day.
No, what do you think it is?
I know what it is. Notre Dame beat UConn.
And then in a buzzer beater beat...
Mississippi State?
Yep.
Well, after Notre Dame beat UConn, I figured Notre Dame was going to beat Mississippi State.
No, Mississippi...
Okay, so what happened to these 100 people live you were talking about?
Well, I put everything in there. Hopefully they'll show. People are going to start showing up, because if they don't, I'm going to be uberly pissed. Because we have 200 fucking followers now.
Yeah, but
199 followers, so hopefully we'll get some people because I've been promoting the living fuck out of this.
What, the show?
Yeah, on like 5 different places. So hopefully we can get like a raid going. Someone will fucking decide to do something and it'll be fun as shit tonight. And I know Dale's gonna be in here. Dale was telling me yesterday that he's hyped for shit for the show.
Sweet. All right, let me share it in a sports group then.
Dude, I'm like, today is just, okay, there is Odell Beckham talk, but it's more of a question than it is talk.
Oh, God.
This is something that happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
That I bring up. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I had friends assaulting me like crazy on April Fool's Day. Or Easter Fool's, sorry.
Easter Fools, you know, Jesus rose from the dead. April Fools, ha ha ha.
Yeah, like I had a ton of people.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start. I'm just going to click the intro. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone on the NERDPORT Network. On this episode today, we talk about a controversial bunt, 2 NCAA champions, shopping around Odell Beckham Jr., and possibly one of the biggest hires from college football to the awful league. That, plus more news around the world of sports right after this. And we are back. Did you like
It's
that?
still going on my end,
Oh,
yeah.
it's still going on your end?
I know the damn song.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool little. I had something a little to do, so it's like take the Wildcats, take Notre Dame, put it together, and then put the Notre Dame rock fight song. Apparently, it says on fucking Spotify, even though it's a Boston song for an Indiana team. Go figure.
Ah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the NERDPORT. This is the Nerd Zone on the NERDPORT Network. I'm your host, Stefan Ronnie, and with always,
I am Trips.
and we are at episode 62, and apparently my goddamn stream didn't decide to edit. Yeah, go figure.
Oh, and you know what else it is time for? This weekend, right?
WrestleMania?
I said, are you ready?
For the Survivor Series!
Who will survive?
There is no other WrestleMania theme. There is this one and nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's 93, time for WrestleMania. Just like that.
Take a look at what you done now.
And
It's a hacksaw Jim Duggan.
oh, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Like, the fact that we're doing this show at 2:00 on Sunday, like before a 7-hour WrestleMania.
My God. My question is, how long will the entrance ramp be?
My question is how fast is Taker gonna get down there? Because this is just a theory. Everyone's like, oh, he's not showing up now. Bullshit. Kid Rock is your fucking Hall of Famer. He'll perform. What did he perform? Oh yeah, one of Undertaker's theme songs. Gee, Biker Taker gonna show up.
Maybe.
If he doesn't, Taker's really sick then, and yeah.
Well, the thing is, they should have announced it on Raw. I think they're going to announce it maybe on SmackDown.
Yeah, I could see them doing it on SmackDown. I could see him doing one final shot and being like, hey, you know what? I'm a free agent. I can come on here. And he's a SmackDown guy, technically, when you really think about it. Like, back in the day, Taker was what? A SmackDown. He never was on Raw. If you wanted to see The Undertaker, you had to watch SmackDown.
Yeah, they're saying, well, Cena's like, come on, do something. Well, I mean, I thought what they could have done, like, when he was coming out, they don't even need a show taker there. All you need is the lights to go out and for a thing on the screen to pop. Yes. And
yeah,
that's
it could have just been a lightning bolt and you would have known.
Yes.
Yeah. Cena, you will rest in peace.
Maybe. Rest in pieces. No. You know what needs to happen? Fine. If Taker comes out as American Badass, they need to go back in the Wayback Machine, and Cena needs to come out as the Doctor of Thugonomics. Oh, God. Well, the Doctor of Thugonomics, yes. I just don't want to hear American Dumbass.
No, yeah, I know, right?
Because Kid Rock is the American Dumbass.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of money.
My name is Kid. Ugh.
My name is Kid.
Kid Cock.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dale, what was worse? American Badass
Word up.
or Jeff Jarrett using Cowboy?
I don't even remember that one.
The Chosen One theme song.
I'm down with the Chosen One.
Hold on. I'll send it to you. I'm going to put the link in chat.
There's only one Biker Taker theme I liked.
If it's rolling, I'm going to laugh.
No. Dead Man Walking.
What is it?
You done it now. You gone and made a big mistake.
Didn't Metallica do one?
No. I'd be like, you're right. That's not happening. It was like, here I am on the road again.
Here I am. What did this turn into Tremont?
Here I am. Yeah, I can't do the Hetfield right now.
Here I am on the road again.
See, you could do the Hetfield. I can't do the Hetfield because I lost my voice like yesterday.
Whiskey in the gyro.
Yeah.
All right, I put it in chat. I put it in chat.
Alrighty.
But yes, this is the Nerd Zone where we talk about all sports, including wrestling.
There will be a special.
Oh, there will be a special WWE.
There will be a special Nerd Zone on Sunday. a round table.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my friend Brian to do it. If not,
And
we'll do it.
And
We'll do
Sean's-
it, and then I will have to bounce early to get over to his place to watch
And then
WrestleMania.
Sean's gonna be in it. Well, it's gonna start at 2.
Thank God.
The show's gonna start at 2. It's gonna me, you, Sean's going on. JP, no. Scrocky, maybe.
JP's retired.
Yeah, well, says that he's like the Undertaker. He shows up once a year.
I'm here, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Yeah, where's my $1 million?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We ain't get paid yet.
Yeah, none of us got paid yet.
I know.
Oh shit. But no, yeah, Dale. 2:00, we're starting that up. Well, yeah, let's just dive into this. Where do you want to just start with Odell?
I mean, like,
and what happened with him? It's only like a quick 2-second thing.
why not?
All right.
Get it out of the way.
By any chance did you hear this?
No.
Well, the Giants during winter meetings were talking, and they said that if Odell Beckham, they're not shopping around Odell Beckham. No, every show started with ball, not Odell. Dale, get it right. We just don't have any ball news.
Yeah.
They said if you want Odell Beckham, the price was two first round picks.
2 first-round picks and more.
And then but the question, well, pretty much it has to be a sign and trade, because there's be no chance in hell that it's either 2 first-round picks and then you got to pay Odell $20 million.
Yeah, so he has to okay the trade.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Or bullshit. Yeah, he's going into the draft, but it doesn't matter. He ain't gonna get drafted.
No. He should go to the G League. The way they're doing it, they should go to the G League.
All right. Anyway, let's get back on this Beckham shit.
Right, yeah, Beckham. I mean, that's really the only news that I had. I mean, what are your thoughts about it?
I think they're driving a steep price, and if they don't, then he's probably going to play out this year, and then they'll give him the contract next year. Gettleman just wants to see him play on the ankle. That's what he wants.
Yeah, the best thing is, though, is say if he doesn't get his contract, all right, you want to play? Fine, you play. We can franchise tag you for 3 years. They could. They could franchise him for 3 seasons.
Doing the Cousins bullshit.
I mean, it's not right to anybody, but he could do it.
Yeah, no.
It's not smart.
No, it's not. It's not smart at all. And I'm not. And the other thing, well, if the Giants, yeah, whatever. if the Giants decide to draft Darnold, I ain't gonna care. I'll want him traded. Well, yeah, trade Odell. Go right ahead.
Yeah, if they're gonna go Darnold, I mean, there's only one. Honestly, there's only one team that would be in the running to take Odell, and Odell would never want to go, and that's Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, a first-round pick this year and a first-round next year, for them, it's the 4th pick. They would get the 2nd and 4th pick in the draft, and then whatever the Browns do next year, which is probably a top 10 pick.
Yeah, but Odell would also be reunited with his college teammate.
Right. I mean, that helps Odell too. I mean, it is a kettle sweetened deal, but at the same time, it helps the Giants and it's good for Odell. So, I mean, that's the most likely.
No, the best thing for Odell is to stay in New York.
That is true too.
But like I said, if they draft Darnold, I ain't gonna care.
Yeah. Then it's all right. Sell the shop. Get this over with.
the craziest thing is also friggin' what about the Josh Rosen stuff?
I didn't see that much about it. What about it?
Mora basically said that he would take Darnold over Rosen. And because apparently people are angry about Josh Rosen asking NFL teams why. Like why they do certain things.
That you know what? I would actually rather have a guy that has a kind of a brain on him. Why would you? Yeah, why do you do the things you do? Why do you ask about someone's mother possibly being a hooker?
No, it's like, here's our system, blah, 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 blah. It's geared to success. Why? You're in the top 5 picks. It wasn't successful.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
Yeah, I mean, is it really successful? I mean, yeah, you're looking for that one guy, but is that one guy really going to do it?
Yeah, is that one guy going to do it? Yeah, I mean, but some people like, oh, just shut up and play. I mean, it's so stupid.
You know what, though? Why are you... Yeah, I was going to say, if it was just shut up and play, you would have done... If they're saying it's a successful system, that means any quarterback can come in and do it.
Your quarterback is basically the ambassador of your offense. Of your offensive scheme, your quarterback is usually the ambassador or face of it.
There is only one person that can plug and play a quarterback, and it works for some reason, and that's Belichick.
Look at it. What do receivers I got to do? Button, hook, slant, drag, blah, blah, blah. Routes and blocking.
Yeah.
Right? What do I want? And like running backs, hit a hole, do this, do that. Quarterbacks have to know the whole offense and what everybody does back and front. Back and front. So if Josh Rosen is asking, why do you do these things? It's his goddamn prerogative.
Yeah, he's the one running the system.
Yeah, if I'm going to believe in this system, I want to know everything about it. Not, oh, here's our system, you're going to run it. What if I don't like the system?
I mean, you're paying this guy, that's the thing. You're paying this guy all this loads of money. The fact that he's even saying something means that he's interested in your team.
Yeah, I mean, but it's ridiculous that, everybody's grilling him now about it. And I'm like, I'd rather have an inquisitive quarterback. It's like, oh, it's an entitled millennial. I'm like, it's not the entitled millennial. He wants to know what the hell's going up with the team.
You know why? Because he also wants to be, if he gets it, he wants the franchise. He wants that to be his team for the next 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, if you're going to stake...
He wants to be the next Brady. Let's put it that way. He wants to be the next Brady.
If you are going to spend your football life in some certain place, you want to be comfortable with the damn offense you're running, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, great example. Look at the teams that systems worked. There's only one team that you can say the system worked, but it never worked to its full extent. And that's Miami with Marino.
Miami didn't have a defense at that time.
What I'm saying is, though, what their formula worked, but they could never get to that end. They're the only team that you could really say that about that. That they had a winning formula, but it's just, okay, but how many times did they make the playoffs?
They made it a lot, actually.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I'm saying, like, you get what I mean? Like, you're saying, oh, this, but, like, Cleveland saying this, he's calling out Cleveland. People are bitching. Like, Cleveland wouldn't have been number one. They wouldn't have won no games if if they didn't suck.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You don't get the number one. I mean, that's the thing people don't get. The object of football is to get the 32nd draft pick,
Yeah, you look at the Giants.
not the number one.
No, look at the Jets. The Jets sucked, but they at least tried to keep things competitive.
Yeah.
So did the Browns, but you know what? The Browns had a lot of holes that needed to get filled.
Yep.
Really, when you think about it, the team that should have the number one team is blue and red.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. But anyway, speaking of the NFL and new rules and the draft coming up with these kids.
Oh God, the catch rule is finally simplified.
Oh, I'm not talking about the catch rule yet. We'll get into that. How about the helmet rule? See the new change of the helmet rule?
Oh, the targeting rule?
Yep, they officially instated the helmet to helmet where you can get ejected rule.
So it's targeting.
Yes, it is now the college football rule. But what's interesting now is it can now be called on the offense.
It should be able to be called on both squads anyway.
But the question is, though, is when it comes down to it, is when are you going to officially say that is targeting? Like, I understand, for defense, it's understandable. But when the guy is a running back and he lowers his head and it's helmet to helmet, are we going to get those? Are you going to call? Are you going to throw a flag? Or are you going to keep that in your pocket? Because then it's...
All right, it's the same. Call offense helmet to helmet, or for the targeting. If a guard's pulling,
right,
or a tackle, or somebody's coming out, and they go to waylay you and they nail you in the head with their shoulder or their arm or their helmet, it's targeting.
Right.
It's pretty simple.
And yeah, it's 15 yards plus an ejection, possibly. So
Good.
It's the same rule as college, which is great. The catch rule, big fucking deal. It's the same thing it was 3 years ago. Now they're just making it. Now they're just being like, oh yeah, if he starts running, he's got it.
No, it ain't that. If you go to the ground, that's the best part about it. If you have the catch, you get your 2 feet in bounds, and if you go to the ground and you drop the ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you go to the ground and you drop the ball, it's still a catch now. And the funny thing is the NFL instated this back here in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. See, I don't agree.
Actually in the playoffs.
Yeah, I do not agree with if you're out of bounds and you drop and the ball bobbles. I do not agree with that. That should not be a catch because you don't have full control over the ball. I think it should matter when you're in the field of play or if you fumble it and the ball goes out of the fucking end zone.
If you fumble, but that's the thing. Like, if it's going to be a catch and all of a sudden, if they're going to call a catch, they're probably going to call those things fumbles.
Well, no, my thing is, okay, so, and I bring this back, obviously, to the Jets, where they lost the game because running back was, I think it was Powell, was running the ball, was leaping.
No, that was Teferian Jenkins.
Was it Jenkins? Okay. Where he was reaching to the end zone, ball came loose, went out of bounds at the touchback. Well, you didn't recover the ball.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I think that's a rule I think that should be looked at and be like, hey, listen, fumble, put it back on the 20 and it's a loss of down. No.
Here's the thing. If you're going to fumble, I mean, because, all right, there are running backs that have fumbled and accidentally kicked the ball and it gone forward. And it's gone 10 yards forward or whatever, and it goes out of bounds.
Didn't they change that rule to where it can't be progressed via kicked? That was a rule.
It can't be purposely. It cannot be purposely. But if a running back goes to try, he has it, he gets hit as he's running, and then the knee hits the ball,
right?
And it rolls out of bounds. He still has gained that 10 yards. Because, I mean, it's not, it's an inadvertent it's inadvertent.
Yeah, but you
It's
know
not
what,
like
though?
actually kicking it.
But the other thing is too is once that's in bounds, that's once it's out of bounds, that's not. You still have to run another play. I don't
Yeah,
agree. I don't agree with the fact that the ball gets turned over to the other team.
It's a touchback. It's what happens. I mean, unfortunately, that's what happens. I mean,
I'm saying that's just in general. I mean, I know a lot of people that would think they need to adjust that because there's no recovery. But you get what I mean. Like it's.
that's why you don't hold the ball like a loaf of bread around the end zone. That's the stupidest thing. I'm sorry. I am not going to defend players that can't hold a goddamn football.
I mean, you're
You
not
can't
wrong.
hold the ball.
You're not wrong.
If you can't hold the ball, or if you're too busy thinking about celebrating before you actually score, then shut the fuck up. Because you have no argument. I mean, come on. How many times we've seen Deshaun Jackson go to do a flip, and then he leaves the ball. He leaves the ball at the goal line, and it rolls out of bounds, and the ref's like, touchback.
Or
Why you don't do
here's
that
the thing, though.
stupid shit?
90% of the time, though, when the ball's left like that, it's recovered by the defense.
You know what? It's basically DBDF. Don't be a dumb fuck. It's simple. If you are carrying the ball out of bounds, if you are carrying the ball into the goal line, and you think you're going to get hit, and you're going to drop it out of bounds, then just go the fuck out of bounds. Don't stretch for the pylon when you know it's going to get knocked.
Don't be a McCoy.
I mean, I've seen people stretch, and the dumbest thing I've ever seen is a guy goes to stretch for the pylon, and he does it with a hand. You're just asking for that ball to get knocked out. If you stretch two hands, I mean, come on. It's basics. How'd you learn to tackle? With your head up and your shoulder. You didn't learn to plow your head in this.
No.
It's retarded. So why the fuck all of a sudden do you forget how to carry a damn football? You're carrying the shit like a loaf of bread in the store. No.
Soft.
If a basketball player can palm a damn basketball, a football player should be able to hold on to a damn football, which is not even like half the size. The fuck out of here with that rule. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Oh, if he's out of bounds and all that. No. Learn how to freaking hold the damn football. Don't be a dumbass. Because, yes, definitely, Dale. And the thing is, Safarian Jenkins, he caught the ball. It would have been a 1st and goal, right? Am I right?
It might have been. Yeah, it should have been. Yeah.
If it was a catch, he was at the pylon before he fumbled the football. And he went out of bounds. If he went out of bounds, it would have been like, what, at the 1 foot line?
Yeah. I think
That's
the ball.
first and fucking goal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Goal. And if you can't, here's the thing. 1st and fucking goal. And if you can't get the ball in the damn end zone with less than a yard to go, then you don't deserve to play football.
No. No, and you're professionals getting paid all this money. You should be able to punch it in for a yard out.
If I can sneeze and score a damn touchdown, you could be able to fucking put that shit in. Come on.
If fucking Russell Wilson can just put his arms out.
Just go hike and go under the damn center's legs.
Yeah.
It ain't that hard. Shit. Just tell the center to lean forward and then you go right up his ass.
Speaking of people that need to go up their ass, and also the Cleveland Browns, did you hear they traded Cody Kessler?
For?
7th round pick.
Makes sense.
They're stockpiling picks.
Yeah, so don't tell me. So don't like. Oh well. And the thing is, if they catch the ball, they catch out of the ball, they go out of bounds and they drop the ball out of bounds. It's still a fucking touchdown because you put your damn 2 feet in bounds and you had control.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you have to go all the way down and maintain control.
No, that was stupid. If your knee's down and
Yes, if you get 2 feet in bounds and then your elbow hits with the ball in your possession, you're fine. It makes no sense where your elbow hits and all of a sudden, the ball comes out after your back hits the ground and you're like, whoop, incomplete. No.
no, that's bullshit. Yeah. Like I can understand if you're out of bounds and that happens. But if you're in the middle of the field and you go down and your knee hits, you're down.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
I mean, it's stupid.
Stupid.
It is completely dumb. It makes not a lick of sense.
Nope. And other news. All right, now we'll get off to the. I don't know how much he made, but Geno Smith apparently found a job with the LA Chargers.
Okay.
Trayvon, Boykins is charged with assault on his girlfriend, ex-Seahawk.
Uh-huh.
And did you hear about C.J. Fuller?
Oh, what?
C.J. Fuller, Jared Johnson, and Quavon Ferguson, I think that's how you pronounce it, Quavon, all used to play for Clemson. They were arrested in South Carolina and could be facing 35 years in prison for armed robbery.
Oh, boy.
What is it? C.J. Fuller and Gerard Johnson were both Clemson players. Quavon Ferguson was a Duke player.
Ah.
Arrested for armed robbery.
Damn.
Stupid.
Arrested for armed robbery?
Yep.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
There you go.
Here we go. So I have the article right here. It's Clemson football. C.J. Fuller and Gerard Johnson were arrested Wednesday afternoon on charges of armed robbery and possession of a weapon during the commission of the crime. The three are accused of robbing someone at gunpoint in their apartment in downtown Clemson. Police were called at the scene around 4 p.m. Wednesday. They did this in broad daylight. According to the press release from Clemson, the three are accused of knocking on the victim's door and forcing their way inside the victim's house. The suspects are accused of taking cash and a cell phone and being held in Clemson jail for a bond hearing.
Uh-huh.
Shit ain't looking good for you. Did he ever make the NFL? I don't think so.
Not yet.
No, he's ex Clemson. He was not part of the team. He graduated. He started 3 games. Oh no, wait. No, he's still in college. You're right. Fuller started 3 games for Clemson in 2017 and rushed for 217 and 3 touchdowns. His attempt to transfer 2018 season in February. Yeah, he was transferring. Oh, no team's gonna touch him now.
I am.
Well, that sucks. I mean, even if what is it? Even if he's found innocent, he's still no team's gonna want to No team's gonna want to have him.
Eh?
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's get to the damn championships.
Well, did you want to hear about the one coach for the awful league?
All right.
So take the XFL will take them. They like criminals. No, they won't. The awful.
No. Wait. The awful league will, but XFL won't because Vince doesn't want anybody with a record.
Yep. Even with the slightest. Yeah. How much you want to bet that's got something to do with Linda?
Oh, completely.
But no, a Hall of Fame coach. In my opinion, a Hall of Fame coach. I don't know what you think, but is intrigued and possibly going to be coaching in the AAFL. And it is
The awful now. I thought it was the AOAFL.
well,
Or
the
say
Alliance,
AAFL.
the Alliance of American Football League.
So the awful.
Yeah,
Okay.
the awful. Steve Spurrier. Steve Spurrier is possibly going to coach in that league.
Steve Spurrier.
Yep.
Ha ha, very funny, motherfucker.
It was an article written by ESPN.
Just Spurrier, like, if you would have said Spurrier back like in the Florida days, you'd have something.
Right. But you know what,
But
though?
he never got the Gamecocks to where they were, to where Florida was.
But you know what, though? It's still a name.
It's an old name.
It's still a name, though. It's one of those few things. Like it's an old veteran that still could do something, but in the course of football, it is still a name.
What was Spurrier known for in the NFL?
What was he? I don't even remember. I knew him. I
Where
knew him
he's
from college.
All right. He slow motion went, and they had it in slow motion where you have his lips just going boom, 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 boom. On Monday Night Football. That is the only fucking thing Steve Spurrier was known for in the NFL. Nobody remembers Steve Spurrier in the NFL. They remember from Florida.
No, they don't.
They don't remember him from
South Carolina and Florida. That's how I remember Steve Spurrier.
What you remember Steve Spurrier for were his comments.
That too.
Whereas, like, you can't spell citrus without UT.
But no, I just thought, hey, you know what though? It's a start. It's a start for a league that, I mean, they got to jump on the XFL. Who knows how bad this league might be, but you know what though? It's a coach with some name worthy. With some name.
The awful with the old ball coach. Okay.
And this is one coach of what? 7?
So basically, if anyone is thinking about even being an NFL quarterback, don't play for Spurrier's fun and gun because you won't be ready for it anyway.
Let's see what happens, because they said that he's interested. It's not, he never put pen to paper yet, so
He's interested. Okay.
yeah. Let's get a league together and call it the Waffle League or the
The
Wiffle
Wiffle
League.
League.
The Waffle League would be better too.
Oh God.
Yes. But yeah, all right, that's the NFL, that's the Awful League. Whatever. Let's get into NCAA basketball.
The Awful League.
The Awful Waffle.
Yeah.
All right. Villanova. You are okay, first off, you must be happy as shit. Because fucking your fucking college team won in the women, and fucking your freaking city won in Nova.
I can't complain.
First Nova.
I cannot
then
complain.
First the Eagles, then Nova. You're spoiled.
First, we get a nice little. Woo!
Dude, that did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What an upset that was for Notre Dame. It's funny. It's to say that's an upset, even though they were both a 1 seed.
Yeah.
People gave Mississippi. It was the same thing with like how UConn. No one gave UConn a shot. Like they all were like UConn was winning. That's what it was.
Notre Dame. Yeah, because UConn is like, they were undefeated.
Yeah.
They were the team. They are the dynasty.
What was it? I think they said it was like 12 seasons in a row where they made the Final Four.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Like I said, it's the dynasty.
Yeah.
It's the dynasty in college sports.
And the fact that the Fighting Irish, the Irish women, freaking beat them by what? I think a buzzer beater, two buzzer beaters to win titles for them.
Like the freaking. I mean, if you want to know about that dynasty started when I was in high school.
Yeah. That dynasty is real.
With Rebecca Lobo. Then it went with Diana Taurasi. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I can't believe how that game turned out, because it was like, oh, Mississippi State was the second favorite. They were the second favorite. If UConn wasn't winning, they were going to go with the team that won it last year in Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were going into it as that. Well, I mean, shit. 61-58, the Fighting Irish beat the Bulldogs.
Yeah. And what about, again, but it really didn't matter, because all that really mattered was Notre Dame beat with UConn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this game wouldn't mean anything if they didn't beat UConn.
The Mississippi State game was sort of an afterthought.
Right. It's kind of like the United States, I hate to even use this analogy, but it's like the United States beating Russia. The fact
United
that
States beating Russia, and then they play like Spain or somebody in the championship.
They played Sweden, I think. Sweden or the Swiss.
Right. It's an afterthought.
Yeah, you don't remember the fact that they had a gold medal game afterwards. This was the fact that this was for them to even win, to get into the gold medal game. That's the funny part about it.
Right.
Yeah, Notre Dame beat UConn 91-89. Literally a three-point game, 3-point buzzer beater to beat UConn. That's insane.
Yeah. And that's why it was the big one, right? I mean, that was the game.
Yeah. And then to beat Mississippi State to win the title. I mean, good on them. Good on them. It's amazing that they fucking pulled it off, because it's great to see a team not named UConn or Mississippi State winning a national title.
Yeah.
For once, it's nice to see a team that's not from the Big East or the SEC win.
Yeah.
But then, speaking of the Big East, we go over to the men's. Which, I mean, if you were expecting these games to be close, you were in for a disappointment.
Well, all right. First off, when Virginia lost to UMBC,
Yeah.
and you said, like, so what do you do now? I was like, well, Nova's going to win it. I said straight up, with Virginia gone, Nova was going to win it.
Yeah. I mean, because they were the better team out of everything. The right team won. Put it
I
that
had
way.
Nova making the final. I had them losing to Virginia. So as soon as Virginia was gone, I'm like, Nova's winning. And the thing about Villanova, here was the thing. They were down. They couldn't make a shot. They were only down 3 points.
Yeah.
And then Dante DiVincenzo all of a sudden drops 31 and Nova cruises. And I said before, it was going to be a blowout. I said it was going to be a blowout.
No, you're right. It's just
And it was.
Yeah, the game got ugly real quick.
I don't know about ugly. It just got
Well,
Michigan. Well, when you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And that's what happened.
yeah. I mean, you had Michigan beating Chicago, and then Kansas Kansas. What the fuck did Nova do to Kansas?
They started hitting their threes. And again, when you hit your threes, it's like Duke. When you hit your threes, you become harder and harder and harder to beat. Because every time they're scoring 1 basket, 2, you're scoring 3.
Yeah.
And usually the threes are tied together with a run.
And yeah, it's usually more than one. It's usually it just starts piling up and
Yeah, Nova will get 9 minutes. Nova will get up by 9 points.
yeah. You scored 12 by the time they scored 5.
Yeah. That's the thing. And then if you get on a run with them threes, all of a sudden you're on a 9, 10, 11, 12-0 run, and it turns into a blowout.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden they want to because all of a sudden they want to, the other teams panic.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is.
The other team panics, and all of a sudden they start jacking up threes, trying to get back into the game as fast as possible. When you've seen teams when they're down, they just play their game, they stay the course, and if the hot shooting team continues to shoot threes, then oh well. But eventually that hot shooting team is going to cool off.
Right, no, you're absolutely right.
And when they do, if you stay the course, you manage to only be down by 6 or 7, and then you have a chance to come back. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
I mean, that's why I hate when all of a sudden, they get a couple threes and they're up by 6 points, and you're losing possessions left and right because you're jacking up threes, and of course you can't get the rebound, and it just creates runs. Like, a lot of these teams go on runs, and it's not because their defense is creating them. It's because the other team panics, they jack up threes, and then all of a sudden they can't get the rebound. All of a sudden they scored 3, then they get a jam. All of a sudden they're on a 5-0 run.
Yeah.
Then you jack up another 3. You miss that one. They hit a 3, 8-0 run. 3 possessions like that.
Yeah, it turns into a 3-possession game.
It turns it turns into a 3 possession game, 4 possession game, 5 possession game, and it's just bing, bang, boom. And God forbid if you foul somebody while they make a damn shot.
Hmm.
Then
Did you notice in this March Madness there were a lot more 3-point foul shots?
Yeah.
Like there were a lot of 3-point free throw shooting than I've ever seen.
That one Nova had last night was incredible.
Yes.
He goes, he basically flies, gets hit. They wait for the shot to drop, and it drops. I'm just like, my God. That was DiVincenzo. I'm like, he can't do he can do no wrong.
Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, and Michigan couldn't compete.
No, Michigan couldn't.
And that's what happened.
I mean, it was it turned not ugly, but it turned into what you thought it was going to be. The better team took over and drove off with it.
Yeah. I said it was a blowout. I said as soon as Virginia lost, I was like, Nova's winning.
I mean, I can't believe that. I mean, you look at that, like, you have the Cinderella team. You have the biggest upset of the year, a 16 beating a 1. You have the two sides, the Midwest and the East were pretty much chalk for the most part, except for Texas Tech.
Yeah.
But then you got the West and the South. Virginia loses, so a 16 beat a 1. Buffalo destroyed Arizona. Chicago beat Miami. Then Chicago beats Tennessee, one of the best offenses in that bracket. Then beats Nevada. Then goes to the Final Four. But it's like, you have to be like, are you fucking kidding me? With that, and then you got the South where you have Xavier losing to Florida State. Then FSU beating Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of bracket busting early. But at the same time, a lot of good games.
Yeah.
This year. There were no real disappointing games.
No, there weren't. I mean, there was a good March Madness. It was a good tournament.
Hey, Greg.
Welcome to the NERDPORT Network. No shit.
Hello, Scrocky.
Nightbot.
Nightbot. Nothing but Nightbot. Banning everybody because go fuck yourself. So did you hear? I know, it's your Stream Lab. I know. He's got a Stream Deck now.
Okay.
He's got new toys. Okay, so did you by any chance see the fact that Vegas has already put out the predetermined early, like, the freaking odds already for next year's bracket? I
mean, the smart money right now has to be on Villanova. It has to be, because Villanova, they're almost everybody's coming back.
Yeah, no. Sadly, that's not who Vegas is taking.
Let me guess, North Carolina?
Nope, it's in that same region though.
Oh, Duke.
Yep. 9-1 odds to win the tournament.
Of course. But you have to really look at Villanova, because they are getting stronger players. They're getting better players coming in, and they're staying.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, does Jay Wright leave? Does Jay Wright do this? I go, Jay Wright ain't going nowhere.
Jay Wright is going nowhere. He loves it in Nova. You kidding me?
Everyone's like, all right, well, what if the Sixers come calling? I go, the Sixers ain't going to get rid of their coach.
They're not going to get rid of Brett Brown because Brett Brown was the coach during the freaking tanking. And the Sixers promised him that we're not going to get rid of you after we build up our squad because you were the coach of the tank.
And I don't think
we understand.
But at the same time, I don't think Jay Wright would even take the job if it was meant getting rid of him.
They were like, we understand you had nothing to work with. Now you have something to work with. Let's see what you do. And what has happened now?
They're in the
that
playoffs.
He has a full cupboard. They're in the playoffs. And the thing is, the cupboard wasn't even that full the whole season because Markelle Fultz just came back.
I think what? They're a 5th seed?
No, 4.
They're 4 seed.
They're a 4 seed, and if they continue winning, they could get a 3. And this is without Embiid.
Yeah, this is with them being semi, like, down. They're not at full strength.
I mean, they find other ways to win. Like, Embiid goes out, all of a sudden, Ben Simmons takes over. It's what he does. Dario Saric is out right now. And Ben Simmons just takes over.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right on that one.
I mean, if any team, you think, okay, Embiid's out, well, they're going to choke now. You think it'd be the Sixers, and they're not. Where, like, one guy goes out, Andre Robertson goes out, and OKC has almost choked the playoffs away.
Yeah.
San Antonio's fighting for a playoff spot. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, right? I was going to say, standing-wise here, I'll pull up the standings right now.
In about a month, you got the Kawhi Leonard sweepstakes.
I think they're keeping him. I think they're keeping him around.
It doesn't. What are they going to do? Keep him around and pay him to sit because he doesn't want to play for him?
That's true too. Okay, so here you go. You have teams that are. We'll start from the bottom up. We'll go in the East. Teams that are already eliminated. The Hawks, obviously, they're about to get the first pick of the draft. Magic, the Nets, the Bulls, the Knicks, and the Hornets. The only team under the 8th seed is the Pistons that have a chance.
Yeah, because the Pistons are fighting.
And I think they need, and that's at a 6, they need to go 5 or 6, pretty much, in my opinion. Because the Heat and the Bucks are both 41 and 36.
Oof.
So they
I would rather play the Heat than the Bucks. I'm sorry, I do not want to play Giannis in a 7-game series.
And the Bucks are, as of right now, they're the 8th seed. So as of right now, the Bucks are going to face the Raptors.
Yeesh. Have fun with that, Toronto.
That's gonna be a fun. I mean, unless literally the only team that has to catch them right now is the Celtics. The Celtics are 2 games behind them, and Cleveland's 8.5. They can't catch.
Well, the thing is, Toronto is choking, and they shouldn't be choking at all because they're at full strength. Kyle Lowry is back. DeMar DeRozan's there. They're all back. They're healthy. So why are they all of a sudden hitting the skids?
I don't know, but if it ended today, you would have the Bucks face the Raptors, the Heat face the Celtics, the Wizards face the Cavs, and the Pacers face the Sixers.
I like that. Because Embiid owns Miles Turner. And Oladipo really hasn't done much against Philly.
No, not at all. And then when you go to the West, it's the Suns, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Kings, and Lakers are all eliminated.
Of course.
The 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot that are under the cuff are the Nuggets and the Clippers.
The Nuggets should be in the playoffs. I thought they were a lot better than they were.
They're 1 game behind the Pelicans.
and the Pelicans are at like half strength.
Yeah.
I mean, Davis has been lights out since Boogie went down. But when they get Boogie back with Davis, oh my God.
Like, here's how close the East or the West is. The team in the 4th place is the Spurs. The Clippers are 4 games in the win column behind the Spurs.
The Clippers are 4 games behind the Spurs.
Yeah.
The Clips aren't that bad.
No, but I'm saying is, just think about that. That's between 4th and 10th.
Yeah.
So the only 3 teams to clinch are the Rockets, the Warriors, and the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
So, literally, but if it ended today, New Orleans faces the Rockets, which I think this is going to change more than anything. The T-Wolves face the Warriors, the Jazz face the Trailblazers, the Thunder would face the Spurs.
All right, hit a break quick because I need to throw my clothes in the dryer.
All right, well.
I only have like 3 work shirts, so I have to do laundry a lot.
All right, well, I'll play a song. So.
Alrighty, cool.
All right, we will be right back.
Alrighty, to close this fucker out. Alright.
All right, song's playing.
Ooh.
My company. Get the post.
Perfect timing.
I am back.
Perfect timing.
Welcome back to the Nerd Zone.
All right. So I have 3 more topics. 2 are
Hey,
other.
D is in the chat.
Yeah.
And so is Scrocky.
Yes. So okay. It's either your pick or the chat's pick. You can either go I have a news on hockey or a news about about college football / basketball, NBA.
News about hockey? What?
It's something quick. I just thought this was cool. Did you hear about what happened with the Blackhawks?
What?
So, okay. You know how every team has to have, did you know the rule that apparently every team needs to have an emergency goalie on hand? So in case something goes down so they can play for either team.
Yeah. The guy who pitched a shutout.
Yes, the accountant, the 38-year-old accountant.
The accountant who pitched a shutout in one game.
Yes. Freaking. This is amazing. So the guy is 38 years old. He played for Eastern Chicago for college hockey.
Yeah, he had his one shining moment.
The Blackhawks goalie went down. So he got to the thing, he went to the press box, was eating dinner.
In one shining moment.
So the whole point of this was, goes down, during warm-ups, the backup goalie goes down with an injured hand. So they call him up saying, hey, you got to dress, you're on the Blackhawks bench. Well, what happened afterwards was funny as hell. Third period, about 15 minutes left, the backup of the backup gets injured. Well, put in the accountant. Goes 14 minutes, and he does not give up a goal and stops. I think it was 9 shots.
There you go.
How insane is that? Like, the fact that he was literally in front of a number press about 12 hours prior, and then he's in an NHL rink pitching a shutout for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right, well, the other thing is, too, is I know Dale will like to hear this because Dale was talking about this with me yesterday. Did you hear about LeBron James?
Oh, what?
Sending a cease and desist to the University of Alabama.
Sending a cease and desist for what?
Okay, so apparently LeBron has this show called Undisputed. And it's pretty much based in a barbershop, and it's a round table.
Okay.
Well, Alabama came out with a show called The Shop.
Okay.
Which is pretty much nearly the same premise, where it's based in a...
Wait. Let me get this straight. So people are talking. So wait. So people are suing about a show where they talk sports in a barbershop?
Yep.
That makes no fucking sense. Because before Undisputed, there were movies that had that shit. ESPN had that shit. It's not his. So his cease and desist needs to blow out his ass, and he needs to worry about getting the Cavs back to the damn finals.
Because apparently he has copyright on it.
Are they calling it? Undisputed? No.
No.
You can't have copyright on a show that you're talking sports in a barber shop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, okay, you're televising it, and what?
That makes no sense.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, the shop. You know what? It's getting to a point. What do you mean we live in a world of idiots anymore? Oh, because of the LeBron James thing. Yeah, I mean, now apparently though the cease and desist, now him and Saban are going to sit down and talk about this. Because apparently it got like 4 million views on like where when they aired it. It's on YouTube also. That's the other thing too. It's on freaking YouTube.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense because people talk sports in barbershops. That's what they do. You are not an ass. Miss Twizzle, you are not an ass. At all.
Keep them coming. It's like, keep them coming. Trust me.
I mean, this barbershop shit, I'm sorry. Worry about getting your damn squad to the finals and winning a championship. Who gives a shit whether people are talking in a barbershop in fucking Alabama putting it on YouTube?
Yeah. Or the fact that it's a copyright infringement. That was the problem.
Something tells me this wasn't LeBron, the person. This was LeBron James Incorporated, a.k.a. his homies.
That could be too. I have no idea what that is. Especially in the South. Yes, thank you, Dale. Especially in the South.
Dude, in Philly, they do that. They do that everywhere.
New York, but I'm saying, I understand what he's saying. Like, that always used to be a big thing. Especially in our fucking Bama.
NFL Live, they always did. In NFL Live, they always did the stupid... They always did the whole, like, the Packers, the Raiders, whatever was on Sunday night. And it was from a barbershop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not... Come on.
Come on, man.
Some bullshit. Again, I do not think that this was LeBron the person. I don't think he's worried about it. I think this is LeBron James Incorporated, a.k.a. his homies.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they see Alabama trying to take on their money. Well, you know what? If they have the same concept, step your game up. That's like anyone else that would decide to try to take a sports show like this and put it on Twitch. Would we get offended by it? No. That means we have to step our fucking game up.
Yeah,
that's all it means in my eyes. That's all it means. It is a publicity thing because they want Undisputed to have names. Well, no offense, it's not gonna get anything because it's not something that's been done before. Hell, Barbershop the movie started talking about that. The Barbershop.
Well, first off, Undisputed, LeBron James Incorporated, will get shut down quick because Fox Sports 1 has a show called Skippin' Shannon Undisputed.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, you really want to play that? Change the name. Change the name.
Just.
Hell no. I want to be very, very clear. No.
And.
Sorry, motherfuckers. Y'all ain't got no heart.
Come on. This is bullshit.
Hey, dude, I saw this and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Why?
Is what my real voice. My real voice is a little low tonight because I didn't have a voice yesterday, so I'm just starting to get it back. Sorry.
Or are they asking me? I have no idea.
Maybe you? I don't know.
I don't know. I have a voice that's very distinct.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, this is retarded that, no, Undisputed, no, we're going to sue you because you talk sports in a barbershop. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I have a semi-high pitched voice.
I don't have a lower... I have a low voice tonight. I usually am not that low.
You just tried to make it... You were just trying to make it lower there.
Raspy.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. This is why we like this stuff. This is why we're trying to get this out there. I think the fact that we're on Twitch has a possibility Because there's no one else out here that's doing this. There's no one out there doing a radio show that's calling it like it is. There's no politics here. If we both are. First off, just to get rid of anything,
we have faces for radio.
Yes, yes, we do. Like a fucking meat tenderizer just hit him.
God damn.
There's no, like, that's the thing. That's the one thing that people have to understand. When it comes to this, we are both on the other ends of each other's spectrums when it comes to politics.
Sweet. Thank you, Miss Twizzle. Thank you. Thank you, because we try. We try.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're weird. But you know what, though? Oh, we'll get to the bunt, Dale. Hold on.
Jesus.
God damn it, Dale. We'll get to the bunt because I have a fucking rant about the bunt. Oh, shit.
Oh, baseball. Oh, yeah.
Yes, which we should kind of get into because baseball is now upon us.
That means that people watch for 1 week and then they don't watch till August.
Oh, yeah, me and Dale got into it yesterday while I was playing the rest of,
Well, unless you're a Yankees fan, because they stack the team ridiculous.
Yeah, I got my Mets. They're at least playing well.
I got my Phillies, and we're already in mid-season choking form.
Oh, thank you. You're just going to give us a sweep then.
Did you see the first game?
Yes.
The first game, we're winning 5-2. They pull Aaron Nola. I'm like, why? They pull him 5-5. I go to take care of some shit. I come back and I see Michael Barkan. Oh, the Phillies choked again. I'm like, of fucking course. And I was like, well, they're in mid-season choke mode.
Okay, Miss Twizzle.
The Ducks, quack.
I'll tell you right now. We really don't care if anyone's into sports or not. We want people in the chat to interact. Even if they have something, even if they're trying to troll, we'll play along with anybody.
All right, here's a non-sports thing quick. Well, I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully they play part 1 before they play part 2 again.
What?
Best Friends.
Oh,
was
yes.
Fucking ridiculous. There is a line that if anybody ever gets in trouble with the law, you could just be like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. All I can do is give you oranges. That's it. But we'll get more into that on Trips and Monstar show, Miss
Yes.
Twizzle.
Yeah,
That's on Thursday.
So, this channel has 3 podcasts. One is the Nerd Zone, which is pretty much sports and just we bullshit. We bullshit for about 2 hours and have just fun. The Thursday...
All right. Wait. 300,000 tickets in the opening weekend. People go to the ballpark. Yes, people go to the ballpark. But on TV, nobody gives a shit. And this is a fact.
Watching baseball is like watching golf. You see what you watch for a half an inning and you turn it off.
But the Masters will get a lot of viewers this year
because
Tiger's back. Tiger's back.
Yeah, Tiger's back, and I'm watching. I mean, I watch it all the time. I watch the Masters all the time.
Tiger and Rory.
It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be the old guard versus the new guard.
Yep. All right, enough golf.
Do you Tiger or the field? Taking Tiger or the field?
The field.
Yeah,
I mean, if Tiger was in his prime, if Tiger was in his prime, I would take Tiger, but I'll take the field.
Hey, stop at any time. Get the Tigers lying tight.
Yeah, what? Baseball is all, like I said, if you go to the ballpark, you love it. But you ain't going to watch the shit on TV unless you're looking for something to sleep to.
The only time you can really watch baseball and be that excited about it is October.
Dude, how are you going to be excited about this? And ball one, and the pitch. Anyway, at the ballpark this weekend, it is hot dog night. That and the third kid, every time you have a kid, you get a free hot dog. Now back to the pitch.
And at the same time, if you're a Yankee fan, you got to get. Well, you know what, John? Aaron Judge just has to hit that ball out of this park.
See, but you are actually being a lot more
energetic.
Energetic. Well, you know, John, Aaron Judge has got to hit the ball out of the park.
And wait. It's a 3-2 pitch. And the pitch. Ball one.
All right. So you jumped out of your seat when the Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers in a meaningless game.
You know when I jumped out of my seat? When I saw the Astros couldn't get their fucking flag down.
I'm sorry. The first 30 to 40 games of baseball are fucking meaningless. It's like extended spring training. But people will watch for the first day or week. Like, they'll go opening day. Opening day, whether you be on the road or opening day, you know, your home opening day. After that, they don't give a shit until around August.
Yeah.
It's the truth. After the All-Star break, people give a shit again.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, it's like college basketball. Who gives a shit until after the Super Bowl?
College basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, until conference play starts, you really don't care.
Not even conference play. When the Super Bowl ends, the day after the Super Bowl, everyone watches college basketball because it's the startup for March Madness. It's the same thing. It's like, as much as everyone likes hockey, how many times can you really sit there and watch every game of the NBA or NHL?
All right, here's the thing. The NBA I could watch more of because the NBA has bona fide stars, and
fair.
They have a lot of teams with the stars right now. The NBA is not like two teams and everybody else now.
Right. Yeah.
The NBA right now is a hodgepodge, and the fact that Curry is out and Durant's out, or Durant's hurt and he's trying to get back, like the Warriors aren't untouchable as everybody thought they were.
Right.
Like. And that's what makes it interesting. Where hockey, the most entertaining hockey season was the strike-shortened season because there was no bullshit.
Made every game meaningless.
It was just a sprint to the finish. Because usually in hockey, like, you really don't watch until the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because in hockey, and Miss Twizzle could probably get this too, with her Ducks, in hockey, basically, if you don't make the playoffs, you absolutely suck. Because there are teams that are below 500 that make the goddamn playoffs.
Yeah. It's like It's like the NFL. If you see a team that's below 500, aka the Seahawks, back in the day, like, that's sad. No playoff team should be under 500 in the NFL. Just like it should almost be a rule where it should be no one under 500 should make the playoffs, period. You need to qualify by having a 500 record.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. That's why people really don't talk hockey like they should. I mean, because there are so many damn games in hockey that even though it's a great sport to watch, it gets boring after a while because it's like these games are meaningless.
Why do you think the three biggest things in hockey are the playoffs? Actually, two. The playoffs and the Olympics.
All right. What are three things, these three sports, you will never hear a fan of these three sports early in the season say this: shit, we're in trouble. Never. In baseball, basketball, and hockey. Because there's too many goddamn games.
Yeah.
In college football, you lose one game, you're like, oh, shit.
Curl. Curling.
Well, we're in trouble, you know? Like, well, we're in trouble. I mean, in the NFL, you lose one game, you're like, okay, we got to get this turned around. You know what I mean? In the NBA, you could lose for a month and be like, okay. Nobody in baseball in April and May say, oh shit, we're in trouble. Nobody says that shit. And if they do, they're a bull-faced liar. Nobody in hockey says in October or November, oh, we lost. Oh shit, we're done. You know? Nobody says that shit.
Yeah.
The only time you would say we're in trouble is if your best players got hurt for the whole season.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, great example too is, did you hear about last night?
What?
The Dodger game ended at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah, because they were supposed to.
It went 16 innings.
Now here's the thing. Do you want extra innings to be like how they are in the minors?
No, I actually don't. I don't mind. Listen, I'm when it comes to baseball, I am a purist. I like baseball as it is because of the fact that if the overtime, the extra innings and stuff like that, I don't want to see a runner on second base. I think if anything, if you're going to change anything, almost bring in the factor of a home run derby into it and give them a tie. You almost do a shootout to a extent. If you're gonna change the rule, make it a shootout and make it a point system like the NHL. But they're never gonna. First off, they'll never do it. So keep it as is. Don't worry.
I mean, I would actually be in favor of them putting a runner on second. I would be in favor of it. Well, for one, it'd make you play harder. I mean, that's my thing. It'd make you play harder.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, well, you know, because there are so many times extra innings, you'll see people just like do nothing.
Right.
And then you're sitting through 5 innings of nothing. When it's not like, oh, they're getting them all out because of this and that. No, they're not getting them all out because of that. They're getting them all out because there's nothing. I mean, I'm sorry. Baseball's boring when it's like fly out, ground out, fly out, ground out, ground out. I mean, at least if they have, because the pitcher's just like, oh, well, there's nobody on base, so all I got to do is. But if you start extra innings with somebody on second, all of a sudden that makes the pitcher really, kick it in.
Yeah, I think they'll. Listen, I'm a purist when it comes to baseball. I agree with the fact that you leave it alone. But if they had to change it, I get it. These 5-hour games at 8:00 at night, people have to work the next day.
Baseball, but the thing is also the problem is baseball is not a sport made for television. It's not.
No, it's made for a live. It's made for a live experience. I'd rather go to a game.
What the fuck is the point? What the fuck is the point of recording it if you're just gonna go to work the next day and hear about what happened? Or you turn on ESPN radio, all of a sudden. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Like sensory deprive yourself, where you're like wearing the stupid little glasses like Ted did in fucking How I Met Your Mother, with a little tiny thing in that so you can't see shit? No, fuck that. It's baseball.
Like exactly though. Like that's the problem. with places like ESPN or just your fucking phone has everything.
Oh, as soon as you wake up, do. Yeah, no.
Oh, 6 hour stunner of the Major League Baseball of the Dodgers game. Watch now for highlights.
See, that's it. Most people will watch baseball, will watch highlights of baseball than actual baseball games, unless they're at the ballpark. Baseball is a great game to watch at the ballpark.
You know what I will watch? You know when I'll watch a game? I have on my phone for ESPN a thing that says if it gets up to 6 inning and there's a perfect game, I will flip on and watch the rest of it.
What do you do? All right. What do you do? Like you're at a barbecue, like one of them all-day barbecues, whatever. The baseball game starts at 1. You got the baseball game going until about 5 o'clock. You know, and you're like, that's when baseball is relevant. Baseball at night sucks dick.
No, baseball at 1 o'clock.
Because
Baseball at 1 o'clock in the afternoon is the best. When it's like the Cubs Cubs versus St. Louis, and it's St. Louis. It's a 1 o'clock game, and yeah, it's that. There you go. That's how it is. Like, get ready for this, because remember back in the day when McGuire and Sosa were going at it. You were never glued away from the screen. But here's the problem. Did you ever watch a full game? No. You waited for ESPN to have it to where the minute they came up to the plate, they flipped over.
that's what they did. The thing is, baseball, like I say, baseball is not a television sport. It is not. I mean, when you have
It's background.
the game,
It's background fodder.
you know, when the opening pitch is at 8 o'clock on the East Coast, you're not staying up till 1 o'clock to watch a fucking game.
8 o'clock on the East Coast. What was that? What is that? An East Coast game? How about West Coast, where it's an 11 o'clock start?
That's like the NBA. Well, the NBA West Coast is like they always try to start at like 10 or 10:30.
But here's the thing, though. You look at like college football. You look at college football, college basketball, NBA. The games are semi-short, or also very
Oh God!
short.
Don't get me into the Hawaii. Don't get me into the Hawaii thing. Jesus Christ!
Hey! Me and you have no issue waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch Hawaii versus Air Force.
Jesus Christ! Hawaii in prime time. You gotta wake up at 3 in the fucking morning. Holy shit! I got my cup of coffee. Good evening from Hawaii. Fuck you, it's morning.
All I say is extra football, baby.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. So other news. One little tidbit. Ichiro is in the starting lineup now. He's age 44 and he's got a starter job for the Seattle Mariners.
Oh my God.
But now we will close out with the bunt.
Oh God.
Did you see this?
No.
Okay, so last game of the series, it's Baltimore versus the Twins. The Twins are up 7-0 on Baltimore. The DH, I forget who's up. It was one of the guys it's the ninth hitter. The guy in the ninth hole. Anyway, nine hole. They put the shift on. You all don't know what the shift is they move the guy over. They move the third baseman to shortstop. The shortstop behind second. Second moves over by first, and the first baseman plays the line because the guy likes to pull the ball. Okay. So what does the guy do? Drops the bunt down the third base line.
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently, the Minnesota Twins had a shit fit about this. saying it's an unspoken rule. You don't do this. It's not part of the game. Why are you doing this? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, first off, what are your thoughts on this? And then I will go into this because I was furious.
All right, say the bunt again. I was watching Rusev Day. Sorry.
Okay, so the ninth hitter is up. They put the shift on. The Twins are up 7-0. Remember this. The Twins are up 7-0.
Okay.
They put the shift on the guy, the ninth hitter, because down the first baseline because he likes to pull the ball. What does the guy do? He drops a bunt down the third baseline to get on base.
Okay, are the Twins up, or is this are the Twins?
Twins are up 7-0.
Are they batting?
No, they are in the field.
Okay. So they come up again. So they shift over to the first baseline because the guy pulls them, right?
Yeah.
So he lays a bunt to the third baseline?
Yep.
It's fucking brilliant.
That's exactly what I said. But the tweets that came out from the clubhouse about the fact that he bunted in the ninth inning when it's an unwritten, it's an unwritten rule. The fact that, oh, well, you're down 7-0 and I'm like, first off, you're up, exactly, you're down 7-0. You're up 7-0. The guy's trying to get on fucking base.
I mean, I'm sorry, if you're down 7-0, you automatically just don't give up.
No. It's like, yeah, it was the ninth inning, but you know what though? The guy was trying, the player was trying to do something.
Yeah, he's trying to spark his team. If he can get on base, it can create something. I've seen teams all of a sudden be down 5-0, 6-0, 8-0 and come back.
Yeah, he drops a bunt down the third baseline. Fucking brilliant. Everyone starts.
It's not part of baseball. What the fuck are you talking about? It's completely part of baseball. They shift over to the first baseline. Nobody's in the third baseline, so you lay a bunt there. They have to run to get that. You basically have just won yourself a base. It makes complete sense.
No, here's my question. And this is to Minnesota, and this is what pisses me the fuck off. You're up 7-0. Why the fuck are you putting the shift in the first place?
Well, they put a shift in because the guy's he grounds down the first baseline, right?
Right, but you know what though? You don't put the shift in if you're up 7-0. Okay, the guy gets a hit. So what?
No. You put the shift in because if you're trying to go home, if it's the top of the ninth, you're trying to go home, right? You get the guy out. So you put the shift in. The guy hits it down the first baseline. You know, they do the whole thing to the first baseman. That's either 1 out or 2 outs or whatever.
Yeah. It was 1 out. It was 1 out. The guy dropped a bunt to try to get a rally going. You know what? Guess what?
Yeah, but that would be like somebody saying...
Would have done the same fucking thing. Would have done the same fucking thing.
That would be somebody... All right, it's not part of baseball. What the hell? That would be like saying, you know, you're down by like 14 points. You got the football with a minute left. That would be saying, you know, oh, well, you know, there's no way you're going to score 2 touchdowns in a minute. You might as well just take a knee and give it up. No! You don't stop until the end of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you seen boxers out on their feet and then come back and win by knockout? You know, but, they're out on their feet. They should just give up. No.
I mean, what makes me really upset about this is the fact that the Twins started putting out fucking tweets about how it's an unwritten rule. Like, you know what? Motherfucker, man the fuck up, play the game. You still won. The
unwritten rule? What is this? The fucking unwritten book of the road? Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you still fucking won. Who the fuck cares?
It's an unwritten rule of baseball. Just like the unwritten rule book of the road is if you pick up a hitchhiker, they have to give you head. No, shut up. No. No. So you lay a bunt. So basically, he outsmarts the shift.
Oh yeah, I thought that was brilliant. First off, that's gonna make him think twice. That's really gonna make him think twice.
He outsmarts the shift. You can't bitch about that. Well, first off, they still won the game, so what the hell are you bitching about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You still won the fucking game, so why are you complaining that you were outsmarted by the fucking bunt?
You know, it was a smart move.
And you know what it is? And this is what really bothers me with baseball. It's this fucking nonsense that we're in this era of fucking analytics. Where you have these fucking where baseball, like I said, I'm a purist. Where you can't have just someone go by their gut. It has to be, oh, well, this guy pulls the ball like 80% of the time. So no matter what, we're always gonna play the shift. This guy was 3 for 4 against this batter or this pitcher. We gotta pull this pitcher.
Well, I mean, that's not analytics. It's always been part of baseball. Like back when I played in high school.
Right.
Like,
here's the thing, though.
If you knew a guy was a right-handed hitter and you knew that he pulls the ball all the time, what are you going to do? You're going to, like, a shift your outfield and your infield a little bit more towards the third baseline.
Right, but you didn't have a fucking binder of stats.
Or the first baseline.
These coaches nowadays have literally this fucking binder, like a card fucking binder, like the thing you would put baseball cards in. Something that big, a binder that fucking big with fucking numbers and statistics in it for every fucking play. There's no coaching with your gut anymore. There's no, oh, well, when did this happen? Or like, oh, the guy's 16 16 and 32, was 16, 16 and 32 against this guy. All right, well, when all these like, they're not saying that. It's like, oh, they see the guy's 500. What do you want to do? Pull him.
I mean, I don't like the pitch counts thing. I don't like the thing, like, where this batter's not good against right-handed pitchers, so da-da-da. You know, it's a bit of annoyance.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we're getting to. Dude, Aaron Boone got criticized because he left in a pitcher that, numbers-wise, said that he had a better breaking ball, but he walked a guy that was, because of numbers, he walked one batter because the pitcher wasn't the best for him. But they pitched to Smoke, who fucking hit a grand slam.
I mean, baseball's always been a game of strategy.
Right. But it's also a gut. But you gotta understand. You understand it though, because me and you have played. There is a instinctive of a gut feeling for certain moments. If someone's hot, you don't pull them because the numbers say.
Right.
You let them go. You let them get out of a trouble. Like, first off, there's no such thing anymore as letting someone get out of a jam. It's like, oh, he's got 2 runners. Well, this guy, he doesn't do good against this guy, so get him out.
It's annoying.
So, I mean, I saw this and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You guys are bitching the fact that you're up 7. First off, you're up 7 fucking nothing, and you're bitching about a bunt. You know, how about this? How about the next guy up? You have him hit into a double play. It means nothing.
That's what happens.
And by the way, I think that's actually what happened. I think he hit into a fucking double play.
The guy after the bunt?
Yeah, the guy after the bunt hit into a double play, I think.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck? What?
It's strategy. It's strategy. And seriously, the fact that people are bitching about a bunt within the first week of baseball, shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. There are 180, 60 or 80 games left to go. Now, if this is in October, you got something to talk about. But this isn't who gives a shit Fanzanoon time. Who gives a flying fuck?
Right. No,
My God.
You're absolutely right. Because that's the thing. We're in only the first week of baseball. And this is the story.
I care more about goddamn WrestleMania than I do about this bullshit.
And that was a fucking hell of an RKO.
I care more. I mean, seriously. There it is, right there. That's when I will start watching baseball, Scrocky. After opening day, and whenever I'm trying to go to sleep, I will start watching baseball a bit more attentively after the All-Star game.
I'll watch the highlights.
Yeah, you watch the highlights. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Cool, cool. But baseball is fucking boring.
What would you rather watch? Baseball or golf?
Dude, I would rather paint a room than watch baseball.
I'd rather paint a room while watching the room.
That's actually entertaining.
Because while watching the room of bad acting, I can watch paint dry because it's more fun.
I would rather sleep during the day than watch baseball.
Yeah.
Actually, if I put baseball on, I will sleep during the day. Swung on and missed. And that's out of here. And we'll be right back after this message from your local chiropractor. Okay.
All right, here's the pitch for. All right, and Didi catches the ball and throws the first. 1 out.
I mean, it's like fucking. Now, if it was Harry Doyle from Major League, I would give a shit more. But it's basically, it's like fly ball caught. And now we'll pause for our station identification. You are listening to T105 section, The Fan.
Dale, here's the thing, though. Golf and NASCAR have gotten more entertaining because of the people they put. Dude, NASCAR and golf. I'd rather watch golf, not even for the spectator, not even for the fans, but the golfers start having fun. Like, go watch a NASCAR. See, that's the thing, too. NASCAR has actually gotten a lot better. Fucking thank God. And I hate him saying this because I hate his guts. Thank God for Jeff Gordon. Because Jeff Gordon actually knows how to fucking talk.
Baseball is much better than what?
Golf.
Okay, yeah. I'll give that.
It depends on the tournament.
You want to know what I would rather watch?
If it's one of the big four, golf is a little bit better. If it's the Masters, Open, Players, or British, I'd rather watch golf.
You don't want to know what I would rather watch than baseball?
Curling.
Cycling.
By the way, speaking of curling, did you watch that?
The cyclism.
Dude, they're doing curling in Vegas. The championships in Vegas are going on now.
God. Oh man, if they're televising, go!
Yes! Dude, no. Curling is televised. It's on NBC Sports.
Oh shit.
I don't think it's on now, but it was on last week.
All right, let's get up out of here.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Scrocky, you can go ahead. It doesn't really matter. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the new people. We have that stopped by, Miss Twizzles.
Yeah.
We have now officially 199 followers.
Woo!
We jumped up over 100 followers within a week due to fucking promotion.
Awesome. Now,
we got to get.
Let's see y'all in here. And Sunday. It is.
I said, are you ready for the Survivor Series?
Who will survive?
And this will be the theme.
It's not a free time for WrestleMania. Pump it up, pump it up. It's not a free time for WrestleMania. Just like that, just like that. Take a
Yeah.
Welcome to WrestleMania.
For 7 hours
Have your colostomy bag ready.
and 6 hours of entrance.
I mean, it's a time, for you, to get, a colostomy bag,
Chips doesn't even do that anymore. He doesn't even do that. He cut his hair and he stopped. And all of a sudden, the went away.
I,
Went away,
I'm gonna beat, Kurt Angle,
For the next 20 minutes, and say absolutely nothing.
the show, where Undertaker's not booked, but he's gonna show up anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Because Kid Rock is there, and we need a special entrance. Rather have fucking Limp Bizkit.
You know what's funny? There has to be a John Cena match because he has to run down that damn long ass aisle and blow himself up.
He's got to have a... Okay, no, here's the thing. Okay, I have a question for you. Whatever happened to the behind the back camera angle?
That cameraman got tired.
Like, have you noticed that they've gotten rid of that camera angle? The fact that WWE used to do... Because I was sitting down watching WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
And that image of Austin walking down the ramp with the camera guy behind him, and that fucking field, Safeco Field, just in the forefront, was insanity.
Yeah. I mean, they'll sometimes do the behind the back view.
There's only one person in wrestling that does a behind the back view. That's Finn. That's it.
Yeah.
Balor's the only one that has the camera guy behind him.
Well, if you'll do it, I think they'll do it more for WrestleMania. They do it for huge shows.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. We're not gonna do a rundown, obviously, because we're gonna save that for Sunday. But
Yeah, Sunday Mania.
who do you think is showing up?
Here's what I think. All right, quick. Oh, well, The Rock's going to show up. You know that. Taker's showing up. I think, because they've been teasing it on SmackDown, I think whoever wins, I think neither Charlotte nor Asuka will be women's champion by the end of WrestleMania.
Carmella's gonna win.
I think she's going to cash in. She's hinting at it.
Well, she just did
And
again, yeah.
And to make it pay off during WrestleMania would make the most sense in the world.
Yeah. Throw a name out there. Who do you think Braun's partner is gonna be?
Braun's partner. Bray Wyatt.
I think Big Cass.
I could see Big Cass. I could also see Bray Wyatt.
Brain. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious yesterday.
Braun Strowman.
Oh my god, I'm Braun. He's Brain. Fucking A. Dude, they're giving him so much shit to do. I've heard, because you got to remember,
That was like Abyss.
Yes. And then fucking Corey Graves at the end. It's Braun Strowman, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's Braun Strowman.
Bobby Lashley is also, remember, Bobby Lashley signed.
Dude, Corey Graves is the best color guy since Heenan.
Yes.
He is so condescending and is so hilarious.
But we'll get into everything on Sunday. We will talk about. We will do a story. We will do the stories. We will talk about everything. We will make our picks. The fact that both battle royals are fucking going to be. By the way, speaking of the
and then the pre-show.
They're the pre-show. No, the battle royals are the pre-show.
That's good.
But did you hear what they're doing?
What?
They're doing tournaments for Evolved and one of the English is it Rev Pro that's part of WWE?
Something why?
They're doing tournaments. The winner of those tournaments get a spot in the Battle Royal. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting that they're going to bring guys from Evolved and Rev Pro.
Well, it makes sense because WWE owns Evolve.
Yeah, exactly. But with that being said, let's get out of here. With that being said, you can follow us on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
Oh yeah, Trips NX.
It's all rolling up the top.
Trips X. No, Trips NXT. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Yes. If you guys like this, which apparently people have, so that's great. We're more dedication to people that don't like sports. But if you are into wrestling, we are going to be doing a WWE podcast. I have no idea what we're calling it yet, but
the Nerd Zone.
The Nerds, yeah, I mean the Nerd Zone Wrestling Edition.
The Nerd Zone Wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Nerd Zone Order.
No, God, no.
I know, I'm busting chops.
The Nerd Zone, like, I don't know.
The fuck? What the fuck? Fucking Primo's back? When the hell did Primo become back?
Oh.
But anyway, let me finish this exit. Follow us on Facebook at the NERDPORT. Follow us every Thursday now, right? Thursday, right? Trips and Monster Show.
Yeah, let's call this wrestling podcast the I don't know, the Jaded Fan Adventures. I don't know. I don't friggin' know. The Jaded Fan Diaries.
Or Four Corners. Four Corner Podcast. I don't know. I think there is one called that already.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
The Nerd Zone on Wrestling. There you go.
Yeah. Possible after Best of the Best, bring back Hardcore
Roundtable. Probably.
We can do Mania. We can do the Mania shows. We can also do the Mania show Sunday, because CZW would just have. We can at least do the results.
Yeah, so we got to figure out a name for this stupid wrestling.
Yes, we will figure that out. Maybe we'll conjure up something. We got till Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another episode. Thank you for stopping by. Episode 62 is in the books. I'm F and Ronnie.
I'm Trips. Keep your stick on the ice and out of your ass and enjoy WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. See ya.